Shalom, people of God. It's Pastor Jeff. Today I want to discuss about marriage. I want to give a disclaimer there even before I start this message. If you are a sister and you want to throw stones, feel good, but this has to be said. This has to be spoken. Many a times relationships are struggling, and I'm not talking about people here who are married, but people who are either courting or in that not yet known, not yet sure this is my fiancé. You've not been engaged, but you have just started that relationship. In a nutshell, you are in the US. They say there is a commitment ring. Never understood about that. There's a commitment ring that, I'm committed to you, but yet not engaged to you. So when you're committed, of course, you can decide, I want to break this commitment, but go my ways, you go your way. Once you're engaged, of course, it's a little bit deeper. That means we are ready to start sorting out how we're going to get married and start living together. Doesn't still mean that you are held or you're bound by the person. You could still break the engagement even before you say I do. That means at the altar, you could still say, I've changed my mind, I don't want to marry you. Of course, for very good reason, because there are costs and he or she emotions that are seriously affected by such. But anyway, today I want to discuss or to deal with this issue pertaining sisters. There are those sisters that are out there. They want a man to spend on them. They actually go to the length of demanding that a man that is not married to them, some of them are not even engaged. They are just on that friendship zone area. You are getting to know the person, but they want you to spend on them so much. They demand you spend, they demand you do shopping for them, you pay rent, you do all sorts of things for them. You are not married to this individual yet. You're not even engaged, but they are demanding that you must spend some good money on them. Now, it's not that they don't work or they don't have a business or they're not making money themselves. They are. Most of them are. At least most of them. But they still want you because you are the man that is about to be in a relationship with them, be their husband, be whatever, to spend on them. But let me remind you, sisters, this is still friendship. This man is not your husband. And you are demanding that he must spend enough money to take you out on dinners, to buy you clothes, to buy you all these handbags, to take you on trips. Some even want to be taken to Dubai. Yet you are still in that friendship. You are getting to know each other. But guess what? This man is wondering, so I'm spending all these monies with you. What if we don't get married? What if actually before I say I do, I change my mind? Some sisters will say, well, that's your problem. But I see a problem there. Let me switch this and deal with this from a Christian perspective. So if you are a sister out there and you're trusting God for marriage, we know, we usually advocate, we emphasize, we pray, and we ask, even through courtship, we ask that people refrain themselves from sleeping with each other. You must not engage into sexual activity until you are married. Why do we emphasize on this? It is because this is not your husband yet. This is not your wife yet. And if you are to test every man, if you are to test every woman, that is coming through your way, then you are going to kiss a lot of frogs. Then you are going to allow a lot of frogs to kiss you. And you might as well become a reject before you marry or before you are married. There's a lot of emotions. There's a lot of attachments that comes with sex. Sex is the most intimate things that human beings can have. It is. There's nothing else that is much intimate than sex because you are inside one another. And this was ordained by God. It was not ordained for boys and girls. It was not ordained for boyfriend and girlfriend. It was not ordained for people who are not married. It was ordained for people who are married. You've gone through marriage. You are now husband and wife. And then it was blessed for these people, for them to enjoy, for them to have fun, for them to continue blessing this beautiful world of our God. Sisters, if you're going to ask this man to spend all this money with you, the question is, what are you expecting him to ask you for? Because he's going to ask you for something in return. You are asking me to spend all this money. Maybe I'm also going to ask you to spend some time in my bed. I'm going to ask you to spend some time with me. Make me happy, even before we get married, because I'm spending a lot of money with you before we get married. Yet you're not my wife. So I also need to spend some time with you, having fun with you. I want to spend some time with you, ensuring that you are making me happy. Then guess what? You as a sister, because you are blessed of God and you love God, you're going to say, no, I cannot give you my body until you marry me. But then the man is going to ask you, hold on, sister. You cannot give me your body before I marry you. But you are asking me to give you my money before I marry you. How does that equate? If you cannot give me your body before I marry you, then please do not ask me to spend on you before I marry you, because you're not my wife. Oh, so then the sister is going to get angry. The sister is going to say, so how do I know that you are going to spend on me when you marry me, if you cannot spend on me when you haven't married me? Then the man is going to throw the same question. So how do I know that you're actually going to give me good sex after I marry you, if you don't give me good sex before I marry you? Listen, people of God, God understood these things before he created us. There's a lot of things and issues and consequences that comes with sleeping together before marriage. All sort of things that I'm not ready to address in this video. But what I would suggest is that, sisters, don't expect a man to spend a lot of money, to spend a lot of resources with you, pushing him to his limit, yet he's not married you. Because when he asks you to sleep with him, you will refrain and you will say, no, I don't want to do that because God does not allow. But then, why are you expecting him to spend all this money, time and all that if you are not willing to spend time with him? They usually say, what is good for the goose, my friends, is good for the gander. If you expect this man to spend all this money with you, expect that he's going to expect you to spend some time in his bed, or in his flat, or in his house, or in his mansion. Anything can happen. So what you will not expect somebody else to do, do not subject them to doing it. It's as simple as that. Marriage is work. We have to work on it. Let's get ready for marriage. Let's get married and let's enjoy marriage. Marriage works. End of it. Do not forget to subscribe or follow our page whenever you find this.